Alright. Roll them up. Roll them up.
Probably want to do that too in the meantime.
Yeah. It's hot outside right now.
Yeah.
It's California weather. We don't know what the fuck's going on. It's raining for 2 days in a row, and now it's back to like 80 something. But
Why are you so schizo, California?
Because we're America. We're all schizophrenic here.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just gotta.
We get to be what we want when we want.
That's why we're doing the fucking weirdest double feature of all time today. Doing this, Hotel Transylvania 2, the most kid-friendly movie out in theaters right now, to The Green Inferno later this evening. The God knows goriest bloodbath we're gonna see all year. So,
Probably. SJWs, beware.
Because it's an Eli Roth film, so yeah, we just got a Hotel Transylvania 2. It's cute. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's perfectly acceptable.
yeah, it's just
It's I mean, it's not like, oh my god, that was amazing or anything like that. The animation's good. I mean, if you're watching this movie, it's like, oh god, it's another Adam Sandler movie. What's he gonna say this time? You're gonna be disappointed because I thought it was fine.
Yeah, because from what between this and the first one, I heard like these are definitely more bearable movies.
I heard the first one was pretty good. Like, I will say this: watching this movie did make me kind of want to go watch the first one just to see if that's better.
I've heard not overall, based on reviews, probably not, but
I say I've heard kind of like hot and cold things. But it's like, oh, this is really good. It's like, oh, not so much. But I don't know. Either way, I just kind of want to watch this to see.
yeah, like
I'm sure it's probably better than this one.
Like I was still curious to see it mostly just because you know, old school Jenny Tartakovsky fan. Probably how you pronounce his last name.
Yeah. I mean, his animation is still gorgeous. And the way he moves and stuff is still fantastic, and all that stuff is really good.
Yeah.
I will give it credit. Like, I find this with a lot of comedic actors is they usually try a little harder when they're doing voiceover work than when they're doing actual acting. Well, that's not fair. Voice acting is actual acting, but you know, like live action acting.
Yeah, when they're because it feels like they can just concentrate more on just one thing.
Yeah, because like that's the only time I tolerate Will Ferrell is when he's doing voiceover work. The only two parts I like him in: Megamind and Lego Movie. The only two roles I like Will Ferrell in.
Although, in all fairness, in Lego Movie, even his live action stuff.
No, his live action stuff is still really good too.
Yeah, the only live action movies I've been able to stand him in off the top of my head were The Other Guys and Stranger Than Fiction.
People keep telling me to watch Stranger Than Fiction, but I haven't got around to it yet.
And Everything Must Go.
I heard that was good.
Yeah.
Was that
it's
good?
all right. It's all right.
Yeah, or I heard it's better, I should say.
Yeah.
But back to this movie, it's like, yeah, there's not a whole lot to say about it. I mean, it's just a cute movie. The message is fine. There's nothing here like it's bad for kids. You can tell Adam Sandler didn't write this.
Thank God.
At least I don't think he wrote this. But either way,
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did. I mean, it's a good message. The animation is good. Some of the jokes made us chuckle. There's a lot of good visual sight gags, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, the third act just kind of comes right the fuck out of nowhere. And there's just, of course, some weird bits that kind of like you can tell the writers are going, this is what kids like these days, right? Like, kind of like the Ren and Stimpy. Let's put butts in there because butts are funny. You know, that kind of style of humor, which can work at times. And to give credit where credit is due, a lot of the side gags work okay.
Yeah.
Not all of them, mind you. Like, the whole plot of this movie is that. And by the way, neither of us saw the first one going in this movie. You don't need to. You can figure it out within 5 seconds.
Yeah, well, the trailer summed everything up. Vampire, human met.
Human goes in a hotel. They don't like humans. Oh, but they accept humans when human falls in love with Dracula's daughter. Sequel, they get married, have a kid. Now they're trying to get the kid to become a vampire so they can stay at the hotel and don't move to California. Boom, there you go.
Santa Cruz specifically. By the way, I love that nod. I was like, yeah!
I was kind of like, oh, bullshit, where's the hippies? Where's the pot? There's nothing here.
Oddly enough, it was like, why does something about that bike park look strangely familiar? That may explain it.
Oh, is that like an actual park there?
I feel like it was. Of course, it could have just been a generic bike thing, but...
I mean, the airport they went to did look suspiciously like San Jose Airport, which I kind of liked, but...
Oh, wasn't it in Concord?
Was that in Concord?
Yeah, it said Concord.
Oh, did it say Concord? I don't know. Does Concord have an airport?
Probably. Oh, fair, so I don't even know where Concord is.
Concord is like, I think it's north of San Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then why did they go to San Jose?
I don't know. Because I guess that's the only one they can get the rights to, maybe. Because like San Francisco said no, even though San Jose said no. Both cities are closer than Concord.
Yeah.
I think. I could be wrong. Anyway, I just went to Concord like a couple weeks ago, actually. Anywho, but yeah, like even Adam Sandler, to give credit, because I know I give Adam Sandler a lot of shit, he is trying here.
Yeah.
More so than I've seen him do lately. more than Pixels.
Well, that's because, the writing's considerably better.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not saying, like, it's necessarily good per se.
Well,
but,
he's still doing a silly voice, but he's not doing "That's my boy" silly voice, where he's just doing "Hooshy booshy booshy, I'm just doing your funny voice, it's funny, right?" Or Pixels acting, where he's like, "I'm just here for the paycheck, I really don't give a shit what the hell's going on."
Yeah.
And I don't know what the hell, but I didn't see the cobbler, so I don't know what kind of acting he did there, but...
I didn't see it either. I decided not to because it's an Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah. But, like, I felt like the message at the end was kind of undermined by what happens at the very end of the movie. This feels like they were, since this is, like, from what I understand, the last movie that Adam Sandler has with Sony, they just kind of decided to cram their plans for the third one into this one movie, too. Because it feels kind of like two movies in one a little bit. Yeah. Do you notice that?
A little bit, because, like I said, that third act it felt like it turned into, like,
The third act is there just because they felt like needed an action-packed climax. That's the only reason that third act is there. Because otherwise, like, there's nothing in the story that demanded a action fight finale.
Yeah.
Especially when the villain is literally thrown in the last 20 minutes. Because the first half of the movie, really the better part of the movie, that's like where most of the laughs were, was in the, like, when they're trying, what was the guy's name? Jason?
I don't know.
Either way, Dracula's daughter and her husband go to California to...
I know it was Mavis and...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like Jason or something like that. Either way.
Yeah, probably Jacob.
So apparently there's this, like, this weird vampire genetic thing where they can have kids because fuck it. Where, like, if they don't get their fangs by the time they turn 5, they never become vampires or whatever.
Yeah.
And they just remain normal kids. But Dracula really wants them to become a vampire, which means they're kind of stuck there at the Hotel Transylvania place. Even though, really, it seems like society is perfectly fine with monsters here.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they'd be stuck in Hotel Transylvania anyway. But, anywho. So, in order to do this, Dracula decides to put, like, the kid through a training regime to try to teach him how to become a vampire and get his fangs to pop out. So, him and I'm just gonna call him Jason, because I think it starts with a J.
I think it was Jacob.
I think it was IMDb it. But,
okay!
That's your assignment while I go over the story. So, apparently, Jason also really doesn't want to leave, but Mavis does. So, his whole thing is she's going to keep her distracted in California while Dracula does his best to get, the kid's name was Denny, right?
Dennis.
Dennis, I was close. Dennis's fangs to pop out, and yeah, that's the basics for the movie. And the first half of the movie is them going on this weird kind of road trip with him and his monster buddies, including, like, a werewolf, a mummy, Frankenstein, and the Invisible Man. Oh, and Blob.
Jonathan, that was the name.
Jonathan.
By the way, Adam Sandler did have a hand in this.
Did he?
Yeah, but it wasn't...
There was a producer...
No, he wrote, but...
Did he write this?
Yeah.
This is better than this last
Well, he was a co-writer, not the main one.
Oh, okay. Well, I explained some of the jokes.
Yeah.
But I'll give him credit. This is one of the better ones. At least there's effort.
How did I not recognize Steve Buscemi as the werewolf?
I don't know how you didn't either. I caught that pretty fast. Anyway, so the monster cast was pretty funny.
Yeah, they had a very good cast overall. Oh God, especially Jonathan's dad, Nick Offerman.
Oh, Nick Offerman. I don't care how shitty a movie is. Any movie's made better with Nick Offerman.
Yeah.
I've yet to see a movie with him in it that's like, okay, at least I like Nick Offerman.
Yeah, because he had the best, just like deadpan deliveries.
He does that so well. Like, have you seen that John Oliver sex education video?
Yeah.
Because if you still call it a hoo-ha, you're not ready to have sex.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Like, what's that one line? It's like, good job, Linda. You insulted an entire race.
No, it's like, oh, you're European. It's called deodorant. Way to insult an entire nation, Linda. Something to that extent. But, like, there are also some very unfortunate flashes into my real life, which I was not comfortable with at all.
Such as?
Well, there's a part, first off, when they're trying to, like, Adam Sandler's character, Dracula, is trying to, like, show Dennis every, like, monster's, like, abilities and how to scare people.
Oh, is that why? I'm gonna need to hear this now.
Anywho, so...
Because I remember he just had, like, this look of... And I was like,
Wait, which part are you thinking about?
I can't remember. There's somewhere you just, like, it looked like you just heard, like, some of the world's most offensive jokes or something. I was like...
I think I was the performer towards the end. It's where I kind of lost it a little bit, but...
I think that might have been it.
I don't think...
Oh, that's what it was! Yeah.
But we'll work our way to him. Because I was thinking, oh, Jesus, I've met this person. Anywho. So... The part, like, but apparently these are all monsters that are older and tired and just do not do this shit anymore. Yeah. Which I liked that line of humor. I thought that was funny. Yeah. Like, it starts off with Frankenstein, and Frankenstein goes, boo! And then they meet his response from the lady's like, oh my god, you're Frankenstein. Can we get a picture? It's, oh, sure, yeah. Pops his head off. And stuff like that. I thought that was actually pretty funny. It's like, and I've done that. That's that thing. I did that. Yeah. There was a time when I got hired as Spider-Man for a Halloween festival, and apparently I found a rock and I just did the Spider-Man pose on there while in case like people were leaving this haunted house. And one time, like, this couple, I was walking out of it, I just turned and looked at them and go, ah, we thought you were a prop.
That happened to me in a store once, actually, where I was just like sitting in a chair, then like I just wasn't moving at all. Then like it was like, hey, Grant, time to go. Okay, Dad. It was like, what the hell?
Oh, did I tell you that story? What happened here actually around Easter time with the Easter Bunny? Oh, no. Okay, so we're gonna go on a little tangent here, but you watch the show, you know how it goes. So one time, sometimes when I'm bored and I have like time in between jobs, I'll come to places like the mall in costume just for shits and giggles. So one time I got off a job and I have time to kill, so I remember Spider-Man costume. It's like, fuck it, let's have some fun. And it was around Easter time. That's important. Because apparently I walked through the doors over here and it's a long stretch of hallway before you get to the glass doors. And I can't see through the glass doors, but apparently they had a Easter Bunny photo shoot, like one of those photo booths going on at the other end. And apparently on my way from the one end of the hallway to the glass door, the Easter Bunny saw me coming. And apparently he got really excited. Because the door is open and the first thing I see is the Easter Bunny running towards me. Arms outstretched. And I see this reaction, and after my brain went, ah! My first thought was, Mr. Buns! And then we hugged it out, and we had like a fake fight in the middle of the mall. While all the kids looked on like, the fuck is happening? And then he gave me jelly beans. And I went on my merry way. This all happened. Okay. So, what were we talking? Oh yeah, Frankenstein. So,
Peter Parker Cottontail.
There you go. So yeah, there's a fun story for you kids. My life is fucking weird. So yeah, that happened a bit, and then like the mummy has this bit, and the werewolf's probably the funniest one.
Just because he always acts like a dog, and I don't know why. That is just the way they did it was just.
Well, Steve Buscemi doing it too, which makes it kind of funnier, because like the funny part is like okay, watch the werewolf kill a deer. And he goes, oh look how cute the deer is. Yeah, go kill that. Okay,
so what do I do? I say, oh wait, no, that's full moon.
Because it's like, I don't. It's like, the farmer, it's Steve Buscemi. Of course, Steve Buscemi's a great actor, and he just goes like, we don't do this anymore. We have Pop-Tarts now, or whatever the hell the line was. It's like, okay, fuck, all right, how am I gonna do this? He didn't say fuck, but I fuck. Yeah. But and of course he does it, and he does it horribly. Then a frisbee goes by, and he freaks the fuck out.
Yeah.
Starts fighting their dog, cuts to just him happy, like just happy as hell, just chewing on a frisbee, foam coming out like.
Yeah, just told you I was rusty.
Like, this is don't take this fucking frisbee from me, you bastard. So it goes like this for the first half of the movie, and you have the usual shenanigans, you know, where the dad's trying to pretend like nothing's going on, but really, the daughter inevitably finds out, and then they get angry with each other, and then they eventually patch it up, and yada yada yada, happy ending. But and then after she gets home, though, it suddenly becomes an entirely different movie, because then Adam Sandler's dad Vlad, who voices him?
Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks. Okay, I knew it sounded familiar. voiced by Mel Brooks, who comes in with his weird giant man bat sidekick who hates humans. Then all of a sudden it becomes like a movie about prejudice, which is kind of weird. Which I'm guessing the first one was too.
Probably. In all fairness, there was kind of that air of prejudice in the beginning.
True, there was. I mean, like I was saying,
it became really blatant after this.
And like it's a fine message. Like if you're gonna, it's fine for kids. There's nothing like overtly offensive about it. And even like when it does the offensive jokes, it calls themselves out on it, like the European joke.
Yeah.
So like stuff like it's fine. It's harmless. The problem is like the part that killed me though is they do the whole elaborate, we'll just pretend everyone's a monster, so that way Vlad doesn't have to find out that we're working with humans now, shtick. Which I'm surprised that's a shtick now that I mentioned that, say that out loud. But anyway, there's a point where like the dad, not Dracula, the other, like the dad of Jonathan hires a performer, and the performer comes in wearing sweats, holding like a handbag where you see the costume sticking out, going, all right, where do I get changed? And I'm like, work follows me everywhere. Because you know what? I have a costume in the backseat of my car.
Yeah. Oh, it's Dennis's favorite superhero. Oh, God.
I will say this. The way the kids talk is very accurate. Especially like the 5-year-old kid going, I'm a superhero. I was like, if I had $1 for every time I've heard a kid say that kind of phrase, I would not have to go apartment hunting. Which is a thing I have to do now, by the way, which I'm not a fan of. That's a whole nother personal tangent. Yeah. Either way, that was kind of just a unneeded look into my personal life through the eyes of Adam Sandler. And especially when the part he goes on stage and goes, hey kids, I have a question for you. I was like, oh, I've said that. I don't know when this started happening. I don't know if it was always there or just started happening since I got this job. But every movie I see now feels like there's some kind of child entertainer or reference to somebody visiting a party. Even Captain America 2 had the line of, all right, but I want Iron Man at my birthday, my niece's birthday party, and he's got a mingle. Like, fuck! Can't escape it.
Me, Your Old and Dying Girl didn't have anything to have to do with that, technically.
What?
Me, Your Old and Dying Girl didn't have anything to do with that.
Not that I could think of.
Yeah. See?
I'm not saying every movie does, but a lot of movies do nowadays. Like even Inside Out had the clown.
We miss you, big boy.
Tear.
It's okay. We'll see you as the mayor of Gotham.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's in that. I don't watch Gotham personally. It's like I watch one episode, like this is really confusing.
It's a little bit better now. It's kind of more like
I've heard. It's from what I've seen in the new season. It looks like it's embraced the cheesiness of it.
Yeah,
more.
like now it feels more like a Tim Burton production.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, you like it, good for you. To me, it doesn't really do much, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much the movie. Other than that, like it's an action scene comes out of nowhere. Then that happens. Oh yeah, and then he finally gets his fangs at the very end of the movie, which to me I felt kind of defeated the purpose of the whole. We accept him no matter what because he's such a great kid and all that stuff. And then he's a vampire now, so don't worry, we're fine. Yeah. So it's like I felt that kind of defeated the purpose a little bit, but either way, that's like I said, it's fine. Not all the jokes work. It's not the best comedy in the world, but for kids, it's perfectly acceptable. For
me, it was just like. Yeah, I never really laughed out loud. I chuckled a lot, but...
You laughed a lot with a fucking dog. No, you got pretty loud laughter.
Fair enough.
Don't try to bullshit that on past me. You laughed pretty hard. Enough. You've laughed pretty hard a couple times.
I had to think back. It was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so we got a couple laughs out of this. Like, it's a cute movie. It's not like intolerable like Smurfs or Alvin and the Chipmunks or anything. It's perfectly passable.
Yeah. There's a third Alvin movie.
This is the fourth one, dude.
Oh, God! Why Sony? Is it Sony?
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah.
It's
almost a crack.
You mean you didn't say Chip? You didn't see Chipwrecked? Alvin and the Chipmunks 3 Chipwrecked. You get it? Because it's a fucking pun. It's supposed to be shipwrecked, but it's Chip instead.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah. No, it is a pun.
What was that?
Two-lander.
Oh, I drew Stephen Hawking. I was like, why? How did Bane get into this?
Don't you understand? It's a pun.
That'd be interesting. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Alvin and the Chipmunks 4. I would break you. I would actually love to see that movie. Alvin and the Chipmunks versus Bane. Oh, you think your allies with the dark? I was born in it, molded by it. By the time I knew peanut butter was over. I don't know where I got that, but
then by the end of it, we want to break first here.
I don't know where I'm going with this. This isn't my best improv moment. Anywho.
I know in the end, it's basically going to be the chipmunks asking if we want to break first your body or your spirit.
Okay.
No.
Sorry, I thought. Only when your city is ashes will I allow you to die. It's like, dude, Alvin and the Chipmunks got fucking dark. Love him. Can you imagine Alvin and the Chipmunks getting a Point Break-esque reboot?
You found a way to make it worse.
Melvin's a drug addict. Alvin! Get down from the ledge!
Oh my god.
You have a concert to go to.
Simon would basically be Heisenberg from Breaking Bad. Oh my god, he'd be Walter White. I would actually kind of pay to see that.
Right. Just picture Alvin. Sorry to tell you.
Okay!
Yes, kids, this is why you watch our show. A sketch of Alvin and the Chipmunks shooting up heroin. We're horrible people. Wait till you see my script for the Smurfs.
Oh. We'll call him Alvin and the Chipchunks. Oh.
The cover song is I'll Sail Away.
Okay, we got on a big enough tangent.
I'm sailing away.
Sun and open cars, on a virgin sea. 'Cause I got to be free. Oh god. No, that's not good music.
Alright. I mean, there's not really a lot to say else about this movie. It's a harmless kids movie.
As you saw, because we've been talking more about other crap than this movie.
I'm starting to think, what other gritty reboot? Like, what would our gritty reboot of the Smurfs be like? Ooh, child labor. Papa Smurf.
Depression parable.
How do you make a depression parable?
They're all blue.
No. Gargamel is the slave owner, and the Smurfs are the poor repressed clan.
So basically be Spartacus!
Yes, exactly. Spartacus. Oh. I can't even walk myself into that one. I think
Gargamel's played by Tony Curtis.
Which one's Tony Curtis?
Sorry, not Tony Curtis. Oh god,
No, get Al Pacino to play Gargamel.
No, I'm thinking, father of Hank Pym. Kirk Douglas.
Yeah. I was thinking more Al Pacino. We can use some Al Pacino madness in this movie.
Well, I was more or less just making an old school Spartacus reference.
It's like, get Smurf fed. She's got a great ass! Anyway. Yeah. Yes! I'll be here all week, folks. Alright.
But yeah, as you said, it's a generic kids movie. It has its moments. Sometimes it's kind of stupid. It's fun and zippy though. I'll give it that. So like for kids who are kind of ADD or very hyper, this will resonate with them.
Oh shit! Sorry, I just looked at my phone real quick, and the first thing I see is Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, and Al Pacino star a new movie, The Smurfs 3.
Sorry,
Robert De Niro's Papa Smurf. I'm not sure what Joe Pesci would play. Maybe the cat.
Oh, meow.
Meow. If I could do a good Al Pacino impression,
he'd be Angry Smurf.
Angry Smurf. No, he'd be Social Media Smurf. That was a real Smurf in the last one.
Oh.
Yeah. Anywho, so you just want to talk about trailers? I think we don't have much to say about it. So we got Goosebumps again. I don't really care about Goosebumps. And we got the Angry Birds movie trailer,
which doesn't look terrible, but we'll see.
I'm less optimistic. Like, I don't know. I've heard people have seen screens like, oh, it doesn't look that bad, but the trailer was not good. Because especially kind of lost me at, oh, let's do a yoga. I'm gonna do the downward duck. It's like it's gonna be that kind of kids movie. Okay. And I like the cast behind it. I like Bill Hader fine. I just don't know if the movie's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's wait and see for me.
Yeah, I guess so. Then we got Daddy's. What's it? Daddy's Home?
Yeah, that we talked about that one before too.
Yeah.
Just that Mark Wahlberg, Will Ferrell movie it looks dumb.
And then we got the anime movie that looks like the closest thing we've got. What was the name of that Lunchables movie? Food Fight.
Oh. That one. Yeah, I was actually wondering, like, is this done by the same studio?
It kind of looks like it's Norm of the North is like the worst looking animated movie I have seen ever in a theatrical release in my lifetime. Let me put that way. Because I don't think did Food Fight get a theatrical release?
No, I think it just ended up going straight to DVD after like they couldn't get a distributor.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah.
But either way, like
Charlie Sheen, what were you doing in there?
What's Charlie Sheen do? Period.
Aside from copious amounts of drugs.
Yeah, aside from that. But yeah, this is like the worst animation, lip syncing, ADR. Everything in this is like animation quality wise is the worst I've ever seen.
Oh, so that's who voices Norm.
Who?
Rob Schneider.
Of course it would be. Of fucking course it would be. Of fucking course. Just look out the trailer for this, because it's kind of a marvel in and of itself as to how this got any sort of like theater reproduction. It looks so terrible. Like, what were they thinking? What were they thinking?
I don't know.
Like, is it just like, my God?
Someone tell me what Heather Graham is doing in this movie.
Well, Heather Graham will do fucking anything you ask her to. I like Heather Graham, but look at her filmography, and she's done some questionable shit. Like, especially like Judy Moody in The No Good Day, I think she was in that one. And I like Heather Graham, don't get me wrong, but yeah, she'll do anything, really.
There's a remake of Flowers in the Attic?
Or is it original Flowers in the Attic?
Yeah, back in the 80s.
No. Never saw it. So yeah, Norm of the North. I almost kind of want to see it just to see how awful it's going to be, because it just looks like a goddamn train wreck.
Yeah,
like a miracle or a nightmare of...
a craptastrophe?
Yes, if you want to go with the pun route, sure. But it's like, go look up that trailer. I kind of encourage you to, because it's kind of worth checking out just to see how, like, really? Because even with, like, I don't usually notice ADR stuff. You notice that more than I do. And even I could hear the echo in the room they recorded it in.
Yeah. That was the fact there's nothing synced up.
And nothing synced up. Like, everything was so horribly dubbed, it looked like a Godzilla movie. An old Godzilla movie. Yeah.
Next movie.
It's like, oh no, it's as bad as the monkeys from Scary Movie 5.
I don't even remember the monkeys in there.
You don't remember those?
No. All I remember is what was it? I remember the vacuum pool party for some stupid reason.
Why is that the part you remember?
And also the thing with making fun of like the sex images except for lesbians.
Oh yeah. You know the part where we're so desperate for laughs, we'll take fucking anything.
I will admit though, the mountain slamming of the mountain actually was kind of funny.
Yeah, maybe.
Like that was the only thing that was like legitimately kind of funny in there.
Perhaps good, perhaps. And then we got.
Also Charlie Sheen with what's her face, Lindsay Lohan in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Oh, speaking of Charlie Sheen doing anything.
What, Charlie Sheen one of these?
Yeah, remember he was in Scary Movie 5 in the opening.
Well yeah, I thought that's what you're talking about. Yeah.
Well, we were talking about that with Food Fight earlier.
Oh yeah, right, yeah. What do you want from me, dude? It's been a long few weeks.
Fair point.
No, that I've just.
So what's next?
We got Secret Life of Pets, which we talked about before, but I noticed that
Secret Life of what?
Of Pets.
Oh, that one. This trailer looked longer than the one I remember seeing.
No, it's the same one.
Okay, because I don't remember anything about the poodle, the fat cat.
No, that was all in the original trailer. Maybe you just weren't paying attention.
Probably, or maybe it's possible I saw like an earlier one where they left out some of that stuff.
Possibly. I don't know. I can't speak for you on that one. But The one thing I didn't notice about this trailer, I did not notice it before, was when they have the System of a Down song playing at the very end.
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah, the System of a Down song. But every time they do that, it's like, dun 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 dun. Oh! Every time that happens, you see like his little background catch behind the couch going, pop up going, oh! And then they fall back down. It's like, oh, that's actually pretty funny.
Yeah. That was the one thing that made me laugh, just because like it was a freaking French poodle doing head banging to System of a Down with cats.
Doing background.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's funny. That's Louis C.K. in it.
Yeah.
He plays the dog.
It has a good cast from what I've seen. So
I mean, I'm always
curious.
kind of skeptical. It's like same reason I'm skeptical about the next movie we'll talk about. But I've yet to see a movie from this animation studio that I've really, really liked. I mean, I always got
Which one?
The one who made this one. The same one that made Despicable Me.
Oh.
Despicable Me 2 and Minions, which I thought were all decent at best.
Yeah. I enjoyed Despicable Me and mildly enjoyed Despicable Me 2. I think
I actually like Despicable Me 2 better than the first one.
It definitely had its moments. Like Kristen Wiig probably stole the show in that thing.
Which one did Christian Wiig play?
She was the agent.
Oh, see, I thought the villain.
Yeah. Part judo, part Krav Maga, part Krunkin.
I don't know. I thought she was okay.
Yeah.
It was more for me like the villain. I thought was fantastic in the second one. If only just because the flashback sequence was amazing.
Oh yes, he was
mucho.
He was so macho. He jumped out of a plane riding a shark with explosive stratum into an active volcano.
Like, yes, all the awesome things. So that stuff was great.
Yeah.
And then we got Peanuts, the Peanuts movie. That's the full title, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm iffy. I really like the animation style,
Yeah.
but I've yet to see that's the problem with Blue Sky Studios is their animation is usually better than their actual movies. Like Epic had gorgeous animation. Movie sucked.
So I could tell.
Yeah.
I will say though, this does actually feel like a good successor to Peanuts. So like it actually has that feel to it.
No, I mean, like, it's definitely trying to have the feel for it. I'm just not sure, like, I have a feel it's gonna be like one of those, like, oh, we gotta throw a lot of pop culture references and new age songs and that kind of stuff in there, and that's what this movie did, and that bugged me. I don't like when movies do that because it immediately dates the movie, no matter what it is. It's like, you put in, like, oh, this is Katy Perry. It's like, that's gonna mean nothing in 5 years.
Unless you find like that particular 80s thing that just never, like, dies.
That's apparently what Adam Sandler's riding his coattails on for centuries.
Yeah.
Or at least feels like centuries. But I don't know. It could be good. I'm hopeful. I'm hoping it'll be good. I want it to be good.
I don't think it'll be great, but I think it'll be deep. I think it'll be enjoyable.
Yeah, so, I mean, I relate to Charlie Brown a lot more than I wish I did. But, because, you know, it's like, we all know that one friend that if something bad goes wrong and it's to them, you're not surprised. That's me. More or less. Do you agree?
Right now, yes. You make me feel better about myself.
Great.
I'm no longer that guy? Oh, Hosanna!
Yep. So, yeah, that... Now I just feel sad.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's not your fault. It's kind of your fault, but not...
Maybe Drew Banner will make you feel better.
Maybe. So, I think that's all we got for this movie. You got any final thoughts?
It's as we said, it's just a typical kids movie, you know.
It's
some things are okay, some things not so much. You know, it's better for younger audiences, older people. Probably not.
It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna remember this movie in a week. It just exists and it's gone. So I think that's all we got for this one. So we'll be back later today with the Green Inferno. Not that it matters much to you guys, because I'll probably be uploading these two videos at the exact same time. So
Yep.
You'll know anyway. So stay tuned, I guess. Bye.